Yanpikidd, Big Shot by Jeff Kinney. What I really wanted to do was try out some of these things with screens on them, like the treadmills and the elliptical machines. But people were hogging that equipment and staying on longer than they were supposed to. Then, even when I gave them a gentle reminder that it was time to let someone else have a turn, nobody seemed to take the hint. 45-minute limit per user. You're 20 seconds over the time limit. Pant wheezed. While I was waiting to get on one of the machines, I passed the time by watching TV, but the TVs were all turned to some boring business program. So I found the remote and changed the channel to something a little more interesting. Vroom, vroom. I guess everyone doesn't have the same taste in entertainment as me, because some lady got off the treadmill to change the channel, and as soon as she stepped off the machine, I jumped at my chance. Click, zo. There was a big screen on the front of the treadmill, and you could choose between all these famous places to take your walk. Pick a route. Camino de Santiago.
산티아고 가는 길.
산티아고.
카미노 데 산티아고. 할머니 가셨어요.
Pacific Crest Trail. Great Wall of China. 이거 만리장성 아니야. Champs-Élysées. 이거 재밌을 것 같아. 아무것도 재밌을 것 같은 게 없어. So I spent a few minutes trying to decide where I wanted to go. After I made my choice, the treadmill started moving, and I felt like I was actually walking along Great Wall of China. But I guess the Great Wall was steep, and I was having trouble keeping up. So after a while, I put my feet on either side of the conveyor belt and took in the sights the easy way. 이거 놓지 말라고 저 안내방송 뭐 써있던데. I realized I wasn't making the most of my time at the gym, and I started feeling a little guilty about it. Guilty. I realized I wasn't making the most of my time at the gym, and I started feeling a little guilty. I realized I wasn't making the most of my time at the gym, and I started feeling a little guilty about it. But I didn't know what I should do next, because I was running out of options. That's when I heard some weird noises coming from the other room, and I went to investigate. Grunt, grunt. It turns out there was a whole different area of the gym. And it looked like this. This was where all the serious people hung out. I wanted to look like these guys, but I didn't know how to get started. And when I went around asking for advice, I found out that nobody was in the mood for chit-chat. Grown. So how much weight is actually on this thing? After a while, I realized the people in there wasn't interested in helping a beginner like me. So I was on my own. And the first thing I had to decide was which muscles to start working on. I figured I should probably focus on my arms and chest because those are the muscles that make you look like you're in shape. So I decided I'd start with a few the bicep curl. bicep 이게 근육 curl인가? Bicep curls and go from there. But I didn't want to overdo it because at lunch yesterday, Albert Sandy told us about this bodybuilder who blew out of the bicep. And I sure didn't want that happening to me. Blem. It turns out I didn't need to stress about it because I couldn't even get any of the dumbbells off the rack. I thought I might have better luck with the bench press, but I couldn't botch the barbell either, and I have to admit I was getting a little frustrated. By now, people were staring at me, and I didn't want to look like I didn't know what I was doing. So I started taking the weights off the barbell to make it a little lighter. Slight. 잠깐 뭐야? 기장난 거 썼구나. But it turns out you're not supposed to take the weights off a side of the barbell all at once. Because when you do, everything slides off the other side. And apparently, people in the weight room don't like loud noises. Crash! So I guess that's the reason why they don't let kids in the gym. But it doesn't seem right that they kicked that out too, because he really was being a loyal member. Slam. Custom fit training. Thursday. Mom said that when it comes to getting in shape, exercise is only half the picture. She said nutrition is just as important, and she'd be happy to teach me a few things about eating right if I really wanted to learn. I didn't feel like getting a lecture about food, but I jumped at the chance to go with her to grocery store, and that's because I wanted to help pick out the food we'd have in the pantry. Whenever Manny goes to the store with Mom, he picks the things he wants, and that's why we have all this random stuff in our cabinets. Ham chews, wink, silver fox, adult diapers, quill eggs, family sized, perfect shade, at home hair coloring kit learned. Bye.